Hey my glam girls, this is Chelsea. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. So today we are talking about my February favorites, and I am very excited to share these products with you because these products have gotten me so excited. So excited about makeup. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to click subscribe and join the Glam Girl squad. We'd love to have you. Thank you to everyone who's clicked on this video, and let's just get right into it. So first, let's go out of order because we typically talk about lip products last. Let's talk about them first. What's on my lips? Fenty Stunna Lip Paint and Underdog. Okay, so for the whole month of February, I have been wearing consistently these three lip products from Fenty. No, they're not new at all, but they've just been hitting it. And I guess because February, you know, Valentine's Day, I've been wearing a lot more pink. So this one is by far one of my favorite lip shades that I own just across the board. I think, yeah, this is an Unlocked. And then this duo it was released around the holidays. It's currently on Fenty's website for $12.50 for both. They're mini sizes. And this shade is Unmatched and this shade is Underrated. So here we have Underrated, then we have Unmatched, Unlocked, and Underdog. And I love the formula. It is definitely one of those formulas that you need to let dry before you start moving around and talking, because this formula will bleed onto my lips and also my teeth if I put it on and like keep talking and not giving it time to dry. But once it dries, the thing that I love most about these Stunna Lip Paints is the boldness of the shade. So I love that whatever I see in the bottle is what's going to be on my lips, and it's going to just be so impactful. I don't know, these lip shades have just been hitting it for me, so I am here for it. Just so you know, these mini duos are limited edition, so if you are interested in getting them, definitely pick them up from the Fenty website because they're no longer at Sephora, and I hope that she brings these out in a full size, but there's been no indication that they're gonna do that. So I have the Surratt eyeliners, and they kindly did send me all of their eyeliners. They come in 4 shades, so we've got brown, we also have the traditional black shade, this beautiful purple shade, and a navy blue shade. What I love most about these liners is that they make it so easy to do a winged liner, and the ink does not dry out while I am doing my winged liner. Winged liner is not my forte. It is not the application that I am the best at, so it takes me longer to do it. And so I love that these eyeliners do not dry out and give me time to perfect it and make it look the way that I want it to. Also, I love that they don't bleed, and the formula is not too thin, so I don't have to worry about the formula like bleeding over my eyeshadow where I don't want it at. It stays in place, and it has really good lasting power. I love this. I really do enjoy this eyeliner. I have applied eyeliner and created a wing more in the month of February than I have my whole entire makeup life, because this pen just makes it really easy for me. Moving on to eyeshadow. There's only been one eyeshadow palette this month that has took my breath away, and I have repetitively used it over and over and over again, and it's Mother Pat. This is the Pat McGrath Eye Quad in Eternal Eden. She just launched this last month, and I just cannot get over this. I did a review of this whole entire launch, and then I also compared this particular eye quad to the Natasha Denona Mini Love palette, and this is a surefire winner in my book. What I love most about this particular eye quad, number one, is going to be the formula. I really do enjoy these 2 creamy mattes that she has right here. I can use this particular one as a blush on my cheeks, and to me, the powders blend very easily and smoothly over the eye. And then this particular shimmer shade, I can use as a highlight. It's so smooth and creamy. And this metallic shade, I initially wasn't feeling it too much in terms of its formula, but if applied with a wet brush or if applied with my finger, it really does bring the intensity that I do want. And I love it. I genuinely love every shade in this particular quad. The second reason why I love it is because of the colors and the shades. These are the pinks that they just warm my heart. So although this may not be a palette and quad for everyone, it is definitely a quad for me, and that's why I love it. Then we have Lys Beauty. So they are a new brand. They just launched about a week and a half ago. They are Sephora's first clean, Black-owned brand, and I am here for them. So I have done a full review of all of their products, so I'll go ahead and link that video for you if you would like to reference it. But so far, I am here for every product that I have tried. So this is the foundation. I really have been enjoying wearing this foundation. I currently have the shade TG5, but tomorrow I should be getting shade TG6. I went on ahead and ordered that because this shade is a little too light on my complexion. So I'm going to do a dedicated review on the foundation in the new shade so that we can, number one, test its longevity, see how it wears and things like that. And then we can also compare the two shades together. I'm not wearing the foundation today, but I really have been enjoying wearing it. What I am wearing today is the bronzer by the brand. This is in the shade Courage, which is their tan shade, and I have really been enjoying it. This particular bronzer is definitely more of a neutral, almost like cool tone bronzer, but definitely not too cool that it doesn't still bronze up the face, and the formula is really nice and smooth. I'm also wearing the eye powder, and I have this in the shade Ambition, which is for medium to tan complexions. I have it under my under eye area and my T-zone. I also did apply the Pat McGrath under eye blurring powder because y'all know I'm obsessed with that. But I have been wearing this ever since I initially received the products, and I'm really liking this powder. When I do my review on the foundation and I do my full day wear test, I'm gonna once again wear all of the products from the brand so we can really see how the products hold up and how they compare to my normal go-to products when it comes to longevity and things like that. So stay tuned for that video. The last thing from the brand that I really enjoy, which is everything, is their cream matte blush. So this is in the shade Confident, and I'm wearing it right here along my cheeks. And this formula is really nice. You can apply it on powdered skin or you can apply it on unpowdered skin, but I have really been enjoying these cream blush formulas. I also have the shades Inspire and Passion, and I really want to pick up the other three so I can have all of their shades. Another blush that I want to rave about, I already talked about these, I think, in my January favorites, but I have to talk about them again if I already did. These Rare Beauty blushes, and y'all, my video is coming on the blushes, I promise. I promise. I cannot get over them. So this is the shade Nearly Mauve, and I applied Nearly Mauve right here on the apples of my cheeks. These blushes are so good, y'all. I cannot get over them. So here is the Rare Beauty shade in Nearly Mauve, and this is the Lys Beauty shade in Confident. So these are the two blush shades that I'm wearing today. The formula of these two blushes are by far some of my favorite for the same reasons. Both of them are creamy and emollient, but not too emollient on the skin. So when I apply them, I normally don't set them at all because I don't feel the need to set them. And I know for the Rare Beauty, there's some really good longevity and staying power. I'm still testing that out with the Lys Beauty blushes. I would say that the Rare Beauty blushes are a little more emollient, and so therefore it gives off a little more radiance than the Lys Beauty cream blush, but I mean, it is by a hair. So I will, if you don't know, I'm going to be doing a review on my favorite cream blushes, and so I will be talking about both of these and providing more details on it. But the Rare Beauty blushes, I have all of them, and I am so here for every one of them. They, like the Rare Beauty blushes, I've been wearing nonstop, definitely going on almost 2 months, because I picked these up in January. And if I haven't had to wear a blush for a particular reason, I've been reaching for the Rare Beauty ones. They're so good. Another product that I talked about in January, but I have to talk about it again here because it's what I've been using a lot. The Danessa Myricks Cream Contour. I have mine in the shade Medium 3, and this is the bronzer that I've been using Like I said, unless I've had to use another bronzer for a particular video, it has been this one. It is creamy. It blends so well into the skin. I mean, you can over apply the bronzer, but it still blends really seamlessly into the skin. I love the color of this bronzer as well, because very similarly to the Lys Beauty bronzer, it is a neutral to cool tone type of shade, but it still works to bronze the skin. So when I apply this, I typically don't apply anything over it unless I want to have like a more dramatic bronzed look. But oh, I just love the shade. I love everything about this particular bronzer. I do not see myself not using this anytime soon. For highlight, I am still loving the Pat McGrath highlighter in Divine Rose. It's what I'm wearing on the high points of my cheeks and down my T-zone. This shade is so, so pretty, and I love the formula of it. It's a gel cream type of formula, and when applied to the skin, I mean, it literally looks like it just sinks into your skin and becomes a part of your skin. It doesn't sit on top of your skin. I never have to spray my face to help this particular highlighter blend into the skin. It's just, the formula is impeccable, and I really do love this kind of pinky golden type of shift that comes with the color as well. It's just gorgeous. Next, we have the Becca Light Shifter Dewy Tint. I requested this particular product from Octoly, and I also requested the light shifting finishing veil as well. And so Becca and Octoly did send me these. I shared these products on Instagram. I will be sharing them here on YouTube so you can see them in action. But I have really, really been enjoying this particular dewy tint. I have the shade Light Year 4, and it is a, if I could say, traditional tinted moisturizer where there's not a ton of shades, but the shades are pretty flexible across complexions. But what I like about this is, although it's a tinted moisturizer, it definitely performs more like a foundation, more like a light wearing foundation. So I actually feel like I can use it as a foundation and not just as like a tinted moisturizer that I'm primarily using for the SPF, and then it also gives me a little bit of color. I've had to reschedule my maternity photos a couple of times. So one of the 2 times that we had to reschedule, I actually was using this as my base because that's how much I liked it in terms of how it looked on camera and how it looked in pictures. And it's just really beautiful. We have the, let me see if I can remember this. Guerlain L'Essentiel. This is the High Perfection 24-Hour Wear Foundation. She's a beaut. I have mine in the shade 045W. I have done a dedicated review on this particular foundation. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous on the face. She does have long wearing capability. I don't know about 24 hours because I did not test it for 24 hours, but it did last very well on the skin. I love the look of it. And even though this is supposed to be more of a matte foundation, it definitely, I feel, looked more satin-like on the skin, which made me like it even more because you all know I like me a little glowy base. I don't mind a matte foundation, but I definitely don't want something too matte and too dry looking on the skin. So I feel like this formulation is definitely more of a satin formulation, but it's one of those formulations that I do feel can work for all skin types, dry, oily, combination, and normal. And it just sat so beautifully on the skin. So I'm so excited to have this one. Lastly is the Auric Glolus. So I have mine in the shade Citrine. Yes, Citrine. And I have really been enjoying using this product underneath my foundation and as a base. So what I'll do is I'll take one pump and I'll apply it all over the face and then apply my foundation on top. And I really like that it gives the foundation a nice lit from within radiance without making the foundation extremely dewy. So today I am wearing the Huda Beauty foundation. This is the new Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. And this particular foundation definitely tends to be a little too matte for my liking. So today I put the Auric Glolus on first. and then put this on top. And so I feel like my face now doesn't look as matte. You do still see some radiance coming through, but it did not switch up the whole formula to make the formula extremely dewy. Does that make sense? I also like that there is an actual color to the Glow product because I was wearing this Lys Beauty foundation, and like I mentioned earlier, this foundation is a little light on my complexion, so I put this Glowless on first and then applied this on top, and I felt like it gave this foundation just a little bit of color, to where it didn't look as light on the skin. So I really enjoy it. The packaging is beautiful, and I definitely would suggest it. This is not one of those illuminators that show sheer on the skin. So when I apply it, especially if I apply like a decent amount, you're gonna see it sitting on the skin. So I don't know if this is definitely not an illuminator that I would put for me like on top of my skin, unless I was using like the tiniest amount. But I think it works best as like a base or either mixed into your foundation that way, just because it is a little bit thicker. And so I feel like that's probably the better way to get like more bang for your buck in terms of how you want the product to perform on your skin. And guys, that's it. Not too many products, but these are like, if you look in the D box, you would have seen a lot of these products repetitively over the month of February. So definitely leave me in the comments below what your favorite products have been from this month of February. I'd love to hear about them. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you still have not subscribed to my channel, I really hope that you would consider subscribing, joining the Glam Girl Squad, because like I said earlier, we truly love to have you. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.